You've tuned in to Co-ed Gaming.
What's up, guys? My name is Mike of Co-ed Gaming, and today I want to talk about region lock, or region coding. For anyone who doesn't know, this is essentially when lockout chips or lines of code are inserted into music, movies, games, other forms of media that are meant to keep it out of foreign territory. For example, if I buy, say, a game that was made in the United States and it has region lock, it'll only work on an American console. It will not work on a PAL region console or a Japanese console, and vice versa across all the other regions. If something is region free, that means it has no region lock and it'll play on anything. For example, the NES is region free. Nintendo got around the issue of having no region lock on the actual cartridges by designing the cartridges differently. The Famicom cartridges are significantly shorter, and because of this, they use a different amount of pins than the North American NES cartridges, which use 72 pins, where the Famicom cartridges only use 60. As a result, the innards of each cartridge are exactly the same. However, because of the difference in pins, they will not work on the opposite consoles. This, to me, never made sense, and it continues to this day. The Wii U and the 3DS are both region locked, and I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense. I buy a perfectly legal game in one part of the world, and I travel somewhere else and play it on a different system, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. I don't understand this. I understand that maybe it's for piracy, it's to protect against piracy, but what happens when there's a game that people want to be brought to the United States or to another region and it doesn't happen? Here's an example. Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 were all released on the PlayStation 2 in the United States. Then Fatal Frame 4 comes out in Japan and never comes out in the United States. The only way to play it in the United States in English is if you soft mod your Wii and then import the game and apply a patch through hacking. That's the only way. Now, with the Wii U, Fatal Frame 5 is coming out. As of right now, it's only in Japan. I don't understand this. The Fatal Frame series is such an acclaimed horror series, and you're not going to bring the newest version to the United States even though you know there's a market? Why the hell not? I mean, with Fatal Frame 4, you had the ability to soft mod your Wii and, apply the English patch. You can't do that with the Wii U version, so if Fatal Frame 5 does not come out in the United States, we're SOL. We have no chance of playing the game unless we have a Japanese system. But even if we have a Japanese system, if you can't read Japanese, you won't be able to play the game because there's clues in the game that are written on paper in Japanese. So now you're completely out of luck. Another thing that this applies to is a lot of rhythm games, like Poppin' Music, Beatmania. Sometimes there have been a few incarnations of Beatmania that came to the US, or games like Project Diva featuring Vocaloid. Those games never come to the United States. Only recently have 2 Project Diva games been brought to the United States, and that was only because the fans screamed for it. But remember, those were on PS3, and the PS3 is region free. So it was okay that those games didn't initially come out in the United States, because we could just import them and play them on our systems. That's the way it needs to be done. I mean, what reason is there for having region lock? All you're doing is limiting the amount of games that someone within one region can play while not limiting it to another region. I mean, look at Monster Hunter 4 on 3DS. Imagine if that only came out in Japan. I know it won't, but imagine if that only came out in Japan, and now no one, except for the Japanese, can play it. Are you kidding me? I can't even import the game now because my American 3DS won't play it. Why am I only allowed to play games from my region on the 3DS and the Wii U? I mean, there was a petition on change.org a while back to try to get Nintendo to remove the region lock on their systems, and they didn't. I mean, they're making a new 3DS, and they have the option to take out the lockout chip, and they don't. I don't understand. Why not? Region locking is bullshit. It's always been bullshit, and it will always be bullshit. Until the day comes where region locking is completely done away with and everyone can play everything on every console regardless of region, this is going to be an issue for a lot of people that like to play foreign games, especially, spaceship shooters, rhythm games, certain rhythm games, certain horror I burped again. Certain horror games, even certain fighting games don't come out in the US, and this does not make sense. I don't think anyone wants this. Nobody likes region lock, so why the hell has it gone on for so long? Make sure to leave your comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe to Coed Gaming, and until next time, peace.